We got more Jeff Dye. I'm going to warn you guys. I don't know if I said this at the top of the episode, but this might end up being a two-parter. This might have to be a two-parter because we have a lot of Jeff Dye, and I want to get through all of it. I just want to make sure that I'm clear about this now if I didn't say it in the beginning of the episode because I really don't think I did.
You did not.
Okay. Welcome to Lost Docs Media. This is a podcast that makes you take a second look at what you just watched. New episodes of Lost Docs Media are up every Wednesday at 4 a.m. on all of your favorite podcast platforms, 4 p.m. on YouTube and Spotify. I should probably stop promising Spotify because I'm always late on that upload, but you get where I'm coming from right now. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe on the episodes, and make sure you hit the notifications because we do not announce when we go live. If you want to support the show by buying merch, be sure to visit lostaux.media. That's lostox.media. You can buy hats, hoodies. We got t-shirts on there, a lot of good stuff. And soon there will be a membership tier for the website where you can get awesome perks and new content, things like that. I'd like to thank you guys for joining us on this week's episode. We have a very special episode. We're doing what I like to call a deep dive. This is not D-I-V-E. This is a deep D-Y-V-E. A Jeff Dye deep dive, if you will. You know what I mean? Jeff, we talked about him a little bit last week, and I kind of have just been keeping up with this whole Ben Avery hate train on Jeff Dye, and then it just kind of got me into I'm like, well, let me check out the archives, check out this guy's history, and see what the fuck is going on with him. Was he always the cuck that we know Jeff Dye to be today? You know, was this something that was just sprung upon him, or is this just the guy that he's always been? I didn't know before getting into all this, you know? And like I had said, you know, Ben Avery from Lemon Party, and now he has his own Ben Avery Presents the Show. He's been hating on Jeff a lot to the point to where now it is speculated that Jeff is behind getting both Ben Avery Live and the Lemon Party YouTube channels shut down forever. Kaput, right? So we wanted to just first get into a little bit of Ben's coverage of Jeff. You know, this week on Lemon Party, not only did Ben talk a little bit about Jeff, but he had a very interesting story to kind of pair it off with as well. So let's get into that first. Look, first time code I have is Ben will fall for anything, you know? I wrote that. I put that in there because they started talking about the Epstein files, and Ben is completely sucked into the conspiracy of it all, right? We understand the Pizzagate is real now. Everybody knows that. We understand a lot of Jews calling us goyim in the emails. We've seen all that stuff too, right? But Ben's falling headfirst into they're eating babies and they're fucking eating the intestines out of children and they're slurping the shit out of the intestines, and Ben's full. He's fallen into all of that. Okay. And in the episode, he's like, "This is all well documented. Let's just, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just show you real quick. I'm sitting here talking shit about it. Listen to this guy. He's really falling for all of this.
These guys, it's pure evil, dude. Anyone downplaying this guy or even joking about it and memeing it in that way, it's you're a disgusting human. If you've actually read the files, you're a disgusting human being. If you you just make this into a big meme
and defend it is what
and defend it. Yeah. I mean, Megyn Kelly.
What's the worst
that's
thing
a horrifying thing.
What's the worst thing you saw on the files? Because at this point,
victims' diary entries where they were saying that they were kept in a room with a bunch of jars of dead babies that were pickled.
Mm-hmm.
Victims' diary entries. So now this is just hard ass evidence. Now I just write something in my diary.
It's
fucking hard ass evidence. Now, I'm not saying that to defend anything that's happening in these files, right? No, but I don't think a lot of people really are. Aside from Nick being like, well, technically they were 17, Nick Fuentes, aside from Nick Fuentes being like, technically they weren't babies, so it's not like pedophilia, aside from that, there are not too many people out there defending all of this Jeffrey Epstein shit. Not to where Ben is taking it. And then for Ben to just be like, for Devin to be like, what's the most horrible thing that you've read in there? And for Ben to bold-face turn to him and go, just people's diary entries talking about being in windowless rooms with dead babies pickled in jars, What? So you read someone's sci-fi script in the goddamn Epstein files, now you take it as truth. This is the thing that people like Ben, this is why I say he's so gullible, is because just because it's in the files doesn't make it true. If it was held there as evidence because it was written down. Like, of course, they have to hold that as evidence. This is something that somebody said about the case. A lot of it is speculation, FBI tips, people calling in, hey, FBI, we think that this is happening. None of that makes it hard-ass evidence. Am I saying that none of it happened? No, I'm not. I'm just saying there might not have been pickled babies in jars, and that sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Right.
And I'm not saying it's not possible. It's just that just sounds so fucking crazy, right? Now listen to him. And gross, yes, exactly.
That they were kept in a room with a bunch of jars of dead babies that were pickled. Mm-hmm.
Dead babies pickled.
Yeah, stillborn babies that were pickled.
I saw one where Epstein sent an email that said, "Great to see you this weekend. Loved the torture video."
Yeah.
Jeff. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of stuff that's redacted that says not scanned. It says CSAM because it's actual child pornography. And Fuentes and all these guys are joking that these aren't actually kids. It's like, well, it's child porn. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Should we call it adult porn then? Or what kind of word should we use for the...
You want to know what's funny about this? Is he's saying there are parts of the documents that are not redacted. They're completely scanned and out in the open that say CSAM, right? CSAM is literally a term that was made up by people online. It's like a 4chan term. It stands for child sexual adult material or something like that, right? Instead of just calling it child porn. People are like, oh, that's too harsh to call it child porn. So now we will call it CSAM. But when Jeffrey was in his prime in the early 2000s and shit, nobody even knew what the fuck the word CSAM was. It was not an acronym that anyone was using at the time. You understand?
Yeah.
Same thing with Nick Fuentes.
I didn't know that acronym today.
Yeah, it's what the fuck? Nick Fuentes, the stuff that he's sitting there going oh, Nick is talking about the child porn stuff. That stuff is fucking iffy as shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to bat for Nick in that regard. But Nick is also doing a lot of debunking when it comes to this kind of outlandish shit that people are harping on online, right? And then idiots like Ben Lemon fucking fall for it. Where there was literally a file, these things are scanned, on a printer scanned or scanned electron, whatever, but they're scanned. They're just copies. So he sees, the people are seeing a file on there that says ball name, right? BAL name, right? Uh-huh. And they're going, look, they were worshiping Baal. They had bank accounts and named Baal, right? It said Baal name dash Wachovia. Bank name. The bank name is Wachovia. It was a fucking smudge on the fucking paper. So it's this is the shit, this CSAM shit. This could be a fucking smudge that Ben's talking about. And here's the thing too, is with the Epstein shit. We're going to Jeff Dye. We're not diving into Jeffrey Epstein. But when it comes to that, is everything that they're even showing us actually real? What's to say that they could not just be fabricating documents?
This is how I feel about lots of things.
Any of this shit.
Any information that we get at any point, we don't have any clue that it's real. Anybody can tell us anything they fucking want to.
This is just what they want us to see. That's it. You know what I mean? And even with that, they're still redacting shit. That's there's no need for it to be redacted, right? It's obvious that this is all just trying to trip everyone the fuck up. None of this stuff is ever going to get blasted out into the open until somebody is willing to risk their lives and go, you could shoot me right here in the fucking square. I'm saying it all. I'm saying it all, and here's the trail. But that's not happening. Nobody's doing that. This is not, Mr. Lemon's getting real fucking protective over like these crazy outlandish stories. The child sex, I can understand. Be pissed about that. Right now, you're basically pissed off about the Lord of the Rings. It's a made-up story, what you're talking about.
Right.
I didn't see it.
They're not children.
Yeah, I didn't see it because I didn't want to see so many images, but people were talking about there was one of a big cross with Jesus on it on the wall, and in front of it is just a little black box, and presumably that is an underage person in the box.
Usually they have altars and things like that where they sacrifice things on. I mean, all this stuff. Everybody is acting like I'm crazy.
Wasn't
for
there like
thinking
a
all
kid
this
that
stuff?
was
It's
like-
well documented all the way back to the Black Mass.
Yeah, isn't there?
All the way back to the Blast Mass. It's well documented. It could be well documented. He's talking about like deep conspiracy shit. He's like, yo, these are documented since like the 1700s, the 60s. Okay, we get it, bro. I don't think this is happening in 2020. I don't know if this is happening in 2012. You know what I mean? They're just offing kids like that. Like, maybe, I don't know. Billionaires can get away with a lot of shit, I'm sure. But that just sounds a little crazy to me. So on to the Jeff Dye. This episode from this point forward will strictly be oriented around Jeff Dye. All things Jeff Dye. How much he sucks ass. How much he's always sucked ass. And this is like, I'm talking not just like in one section, like, oh, he sucks ass as a comedian. He sucks ass as a person. He sucks ass as a dancer. He sucks ass.
Dancer?
He sucks ass as a host of a TV show.
You saw him dancing?
I saw him dancing. We have the
I
tapes.
get to see him dancing?
Hell yeah. We all get to see Jeff dance tonight. By the way, how you guys like my glasses? You guys like those, right? You know who sent me these glasses? Mike David from Red Bar. Mike David. He said, "Kid, I love your show. Keep up the good work." He goes, "Here's a pair of glasses on the house," right? He goes, "I see you got the TV. You got the sideways TV. You have the little bomb." He goes, "Ain't no better way to top all that off than with a nice pair of shades, you know?" So he sent me a nice pair of glasses. Me and Ben Lemon are trying to do the whole Red Bar thing. Who will win? Obviously, Ben. So now let's get back to this Jeff Dye. Ben has a very juicy little story about Jeff Dye. But the way he segues into this story, right, is a little half-assed in my opinion, if you ask me. Like, right now, Ben is kind of harping on the wrong things, in my opinion, when it comes to Jeff. Like, this guy sucks ass on so many levels, and Ben is kind of just harping on, like, the low-hanging fruit kind of shit, and he's exacerbating his claims, which I don't like. You understand? So, like, let's listen to Ben talk a little shit about Jeff, and I'll kind of steer you guys in the direction of where I'm going to pick it apart.
Well, I don't know. I feel like Jeff Dye is starting to have like.
He's in therapy.
For what?
Ben.
For bombing? No, I mean I like the support that I've seen in the comments for him lately. I feel like we're turning things around, and I feel like he's kind of like beloved now.
Yeah, the fans are love bombing him.
I see like
we
sincere,
support that
like
now.
like
Yeah.
Jeff. I love where your head's at here.
Lemon emoji.
Lemon emoji.
Expand on this.
Expand on this. Has legs.
This has legs.
Expand on it.
Yo, Jeff Dye's comments are a lemon paradise right now.
He's loving it.
You can go harvesting in Jeff Dye's comments right now. There are so many goddamn lemons in that bitch. It's unbelievable. They're all lemons. Jeff's own fans don't even comment on his shit. They go, "There's way too many lemons. Way too sour in here for my taste."
You roll lemon emoji.
He went to therapy and he made this admission on his podcast where he goes, "I went to therapy," and he goes, "I kind of realized that I lack empathy for people." He admitted this publicly, that he just doesn't care about anyone except himself.
He admitted he's a sociopath.
He admitted he's a total psychopath.
But he's almost a psych.
Now listen to how Ben is saying this, right? This is like middle school girl type shit right here, where he's even whispering it. You're in a room with your brother and your best friend / co-host. What do you think, Jeff Dye is going to bust through the room and fucking confront you? You know what I mean? Like, why are you whispering this as if you're telling the hottest gossip out there? Jeff Dye is in therapy, right? You sound like an ant. You sound like a drunk wine ant, like Matt and Shane's secret podcast. You sound like that. You go, did you guys know Becky from down the block is now in therapy? Can you believe this? She can't even take care of her own family anymore. You know, this is what I'm hearing when he does this. And then he harps on it as if this is like a groundbreaking ass thing. He go like, you're expecting him to go, he's in therapy for what? Oh, that DUI? He killed somebody. That's what you expect to hear, right? You expect, oh, he's in therapy. Why? He was raped as a child. And he admitted this publicly on his podcast. Can you believe? I would take that to the grave, like something like that, right? No, he just goes, he admitted he has no empathy. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? This is what I'm saying here. He is making this sound like now that is what qualifies Jeff Dye to be the laughingstock, the idiot, the worst guy ever, because the guy said he lacks empathy. For one, I saw the episode, not even trying to go to bat for Jeff Dye, but even Ben is taking this out of context.
Yeah.
He said that he lacked empathy for people who don't want to help themselves, right? But let's not defend Jeff in this situation. This is not what I'm here for. I'm here to make fun of Ben because this is the shittiest take on Jeff Dye I've heard since people started making fun of Jeff Dye. Everyone, to some degree, is a sociopath, is not empathetic. To some level, people have to look out for themselves, right?
Right.
You have to stay alive, don't you? Right? To even breathe would be you looking out for yourself. You're not thinking of anyone else in that moment. I'm going to tell you this right now, buddy. You might like to think so. You're not. You're just thinking about yourself staying alive. You have to have some level of this non-empathy, this lack of empathy that he's talking about, right? Jeff didn't even say it in a way to where he was like, I am completely not empathetic. I have no emotion. I do not care about a single person. This is how he's making it sound even.
Yeah.
And it's not. So he's still taking something that's not a big deal and still making it sound like it is the biggest fucking deal. That as if Devin and his brother Jace are going to go, holy fuck. Like, we should call someone. We should do a wellness check. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck kind of gay shit is this? Like, this is what I'm like, I was like surprised by this. I go, I could think of a million and different ways to say that Jeff Dye sucks ass instead of saying he went to therapy because he lacks empathy. What are you, fucking gay?
And he goes, I kind of realized that I lack empathy for people. He admitted this.
Even Devin is like, I'm supposed to give a shit about this, Ben? You know what I mean? Like that, Devin might as well.
Why don't they say something to him?
I don't know. This is what I don't get. If I was one of them, I go, and we give a fuck why. I could think of 100 ways to shit on this guy, and you're talking about the lamest one. You're talking about the least funny one, and you're talking about like the least relevant one, almost to like a degree to where you are fabricating the extent of this. Like legitimately, you are fabricating the extent of this. We literally, our time code was about this. Where he goes, I'm going to pull myself up by the bootstraps. And then we talked about the GoFundMe, which we will be getting into later. We will be getting into that later. So this is what I'm saying. I could think of, like, where's the effort here? Did you go through one Reddit page, Mr. Lemon, to even think about this? Now, here's where he redeems himself. Ben knows comedians in LA. I don't, right? You know what I mean? We're nowhere near LA. Where are we going to get this kind of juice? You know what I mean? He's about to hit a nice little personal Jeff Dye story that I thought was awesome. This is great. Listen to this. This is Mr. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. This is the last cowboy in LA, Jeff Dye.
That he just doesn't care about anyone except himself.
He admitted he's a sociopath.
He admitted he's a total psychopath.
But he's almost a psycho because he's too dumb to realize that other people exist.
That's just a crazy thing to admit out loud, that you have no empathy for anyone.
Yeah.
It's really not, though.
Well, that's why he treats
He doesn't know what
total
I don't think he knows
psycho.
what he's saying.
Yeah.
You don't think he knows what he's saying?
I don't think he knows what empathy is. I think he thinks it's like a level of. I think he thinks it's like I'm on my cortisol is high or something.
Yeah, I got empathy today.
Yeah.
He thinks it's like the flu.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He thinks it's COVID.
He's like,
it's
you gotta
influenza?
take magnesium to up your empathy.
He thinks it's the type of drama you play in an orchestra.
Yeah.
He thinks it's timpani.
So
Look, Ben's about to go into like the most like 13-year-old girl at a slumber party, like talking gossip about the girls that they're about to see on Monday type shit. He takes the whisper even lower. Guys, he takes the whisper even lower. Listen to this.
someone called me and told me that Jeff Dye was at the Comedy Store and he walked into the green room and a comic walked out. And Jeff Dye goes, "You see that guy right there? He left the green room because he doesn't have the balls to talk shit to my face. But I know he talks shit about me behind my back." And everyone in the green room was like, "What?"
Now, I can 100% see this being a thing that Jeff Dye actually says. Like, everything about... I don't even know Jeff Dye. I have zero idea who the fuck Jeff Dye is as a person, right? All of this checks out. Every single... Because I've been watching, I've been studying, I've been looking at old clips. This guy has been this his entire career. His entire life, maybe. You know? This story, in my opinion, this is hard evidence without being... I don't even need to fact check this. Fuck the Epstein files. This is as hard evidence as it gets, you know? Listen to this.
Right there. He left the green room because he doesn't have the balls to talk shit to my face. But I know he talks shit about me behind my back. And everyone in the green room was like, "What?" And then Jeff Dye left the green room, and then they went and they go, "Yeah, Jeff was saying like you walked out because you're too big of a pussy to like say shit to them." And that guy goes, "Really?" And then he walked up to Jeff. He goes, "Hey, I heard that you said I was too big of a pussy to talk shit to your face. So I want to let you know I think you suck ass. And I'm not afraid to tell you that. And I think you're a bad person. And I think you're like a racist piece of shit. And you're like a misogynist. And you're not funny. And you're a joke thief." Mm-hmm. And Jeff, supposedly, he turned around. He walked to the manager of the Comedy Store and said, "This guy's bullying me."
Are you serious?
And made the manager go talk to this comic.
Ooh-wee! Jeff Dye, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Dye, ladies and gentlemen. Now, here's where I'm torn about this. I don't know whether to fucking believe Ben or not. He's clearly a liar. You know what I mean? He's sitting here giving a... Jeff Dye said he has no empathy for everyone. He didn't even say that. If you're going to shit on this idiot, do it fucking right. You know what I mean? Like, can we believe Mr. Ben Lemon's fucking story? This Red
I
Bar...
like this story. I feel like
I love
he
this
would do this.
He would
so
100%.
I'm going to go with I'm going to believe it.
I believe
like
it
that.
because I choose to.
Yes.
This is my chosen ignorance, my willful ignorance, which, ironically enough, is another topic of discussion that Ben he likes to do this. Ben will read like one book and then he'll start saying all the phrases from the book he just read in the podcast. Willful ignorance. It's he like overanalyzes shit because he just got done reading like a Henry Thoreau book or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I love these guys. Don't get me wrong. I love Lemon Party. Everyone gets to smoke. We're just making fun of these guys. But you have to admit, if it wasn't for this redeeming story, that would have been the dumbest fucking take on Jeff Dye I've heard since Jeff Dye was born. So let's give it up for Ben Lemon and the boys over at Lemon Party. You know, we have some more good stuff to get into on this. You know, let's see what else we have on the docket here after that main story. Look, we checked out Jeff's comedy special, The Last Cowboy in L.A., right?
Yeah.
Let's give that one a little bit of a taste, you know? Let's check this one out. This one was nice. So we're going to kind of touch on this because I just want to kind of give everyone an idea of like the guy that we're talking about here, if you don't know. On a comedy level, right? You hear Ben talking about his shit talk, how he has no empathy, but let's get down to like the actual core. This guy is a comedian, right? Is he funny? I thought he was hilarious, in my opinion. But, you know, aside from being hilarious, there's more to it than that. Are you authentic on stage? Are you being your true self? You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, everything about this special, like I'm almost every single fucking shot was just fabricated. Everything about his persona. You'll see. I'll give you a good example just from the intro. Let's see. Is it going to start from the intro? Here we go. Okay. We're starting out. This is very American-esque, almost country type, like guitar. Not even really country, more like Southern rock, if you ask me, right? They got the cigar right there. What's fucking more American than this? And nothing. In my opinion, there's nothing more American than this. Look at this guy. That cigar. And he's writing his jokes. He's writing his jokes. Now look at this. This right here is gonna have you guys on your backs dying. Wait until you see this. Look at this. Mr. Editor Extraordinaire, right? Did you see what he just did? He swiped like that? When have you ever swiped news articles? When has that ever happened to you? When have you been on Safari on your phone and you just go, I'm sick of the New York Times. Swipe up and you go to People Magazine. Swipe up, you go to Western Digital. Swipe, that doesn't happen. This idiot is fucking swiping on a green screen, right, on his phone like that. The editor is just swiping in news articles as if this guy's on like TikTok or Instagram. Huh. This is not how the fucking internet works on your phone, buddy. I dare anyone listening right now, just open your phone in Safari and go to the New York Times and swipe up and see what fucking happens. You might go to a different New York Times article. This asshole legitimately goes from one publication all the way to a whole ass another publication 4 different times. Watch this. Look at this idiot. The Insider, WSL, BSS. What even are these I've never even heard of these publications. What is BSS?
I don't know.
What's the next one? WXC News. This guy is putting like AI fucking... This is not how the internet works. Look, all of these are login pages. Look at this. Login pages here.
Yep.
You definitely ain't swiping to the next on a login page.
How do they not think that somebody's not going to, like, notice this?
The editor is a fucking moron. This is hilarious to me. You have to be a class action idiot. And you know why this falls on Jeff ultimately? It's your special. You get the overlook on the final edit and shit like that. You have to make sure that this looks good. Clearly, you've never used a smartphone a day in your life. He goes, how's my swiping, guys? Is that good enough? I go, look at the next one. Stuff Magazine. Look at this. Stuff Magazine. Comedian Jeff Dyve charged with DUI fleeing the scene of an accident after crashing. Look at this. Now, mind you, he was just in the middle of having a nice fat old cigar and writing jokes in his joke book. He stopped to do this quick swipe. He comes across his own article. He goes, nah, fuck that guy. That guy's a fucking faggot. Puts his phone down. It's him. It's his own article. He goes, this guy looks like a fucking fag. He puts the phone down and starts writing again. Now look at that, right? The cigar. This is all very symbolic here. The music, the cigar, the articles. It was Trump's indictment. It was having to do with COVID. It's having to do with his DUI. Now puffing the fat cigar again. This is at the comedy venue of your special, right? This all fabricated. Everything about it. The persona, the fat cigar thing, even down to the editing. You couldn't even make the editing look real. You get what I'm saying here? You could have done all that and made it look like you were on Instagram. You would have had the same exact effect. You could have just swiped through it like it was the articles of the social media accounts, right?
Yeah.
Could have fixed all that. Everything about this is fake as shit. Before we even get into the special, I want to show you guys what I'm talking about here exactly. So, the cigars, right? Let's get a little bit of insight on these cigars from the Jeff Dyve himself. It's all a shtick. He even says it right here. The cigars are a visual shtick. He probably don't even like the cigars that much. Why is he doing the cigars? To what? Appeal to what? Who's smoking cigars? Rich, right-wing people. I don't know too many Democrats smoking a lot of fat old brown cigars, you know? Big old fat dick. I'd be out. I really don't. I'm not... all jokes aside, this is like a rich, right-wing, white man thing to do is smoke a cigar. Or a Cuban. You could be Cuban. Cubans are usually right-wing. You know, they don't fuck around with that Democrat, socialist, communist type shit. They came from communism. You understand? Now listen to him. He's about to tell us right here, right from his own mouth. This is a shtick. The cigars are a shtick. Let's hear it, Jeff. Oh, wait. Why'd the volume turn back off? I literally just turned it on. All right. Let's hear it, Jeff.
I did a celebrity softball game in Nashville, and I came to the plate with a cigar. And because I love cigars, and it's becoming kind of like my visual shtick is to have a cigar just because I like them. And it feels like cool. It feels cool to me. So I went.
It feels cool. I like them, but it feels cool. You know? Right? It's like my shtick now. Yeah. I like my bowl. I smoke it and stuff like that. I'm not like making it a staple of like my comedy special. I'm not making it like a part of my personality. This guy is literally going to like softball game functions, smoking cigars in the middle of playing softball.
That he doesn't even like.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck are you even doing here? Putting yourself through hell. Now, how do you think his story is going to end up? You're running around. You're hitting the fucking ball. You have a fat old stogie in your goddamn mouth, right? This is not going to end well for Mr. Dyve. Listen to this.
To the plate with one, but holy shit, was it a bad idea? Because when you're trying to hit something, you're like breathing a little different, and you're also not supposed to inhale a cigar, and you're not usually keeping the cigar in your mouth without using your hands. You're usually puffing it, and so like I literally was trying to not die while hitting a softball in this tournament thing, or not tournament, in this celebrity game.
Probably looked real cool. Imagine Jeff. He's at the plate the whole time, trying to keep the cigar in his mouth.
Everybody's like, you fool.
Everybody's like, yo, this asshole, what do you even show up to this thing with a cigar for? Like, we're all like doing this for charity. There's like kids in the audience. You know what I mean? It's like, what did this asshole show up to this fucking thing with a cigar for? Now he's coughing, turning gray. You know, it looks sick, this guy.
But it did seem cool. But a cigarette you can inhale. And a cigarette's pretty small. And so these guys using them while they play cricket was pretty cool.
Oh, it was cricket or it was softball? I mean, they're both gay as hell. So as far as I'm concerned, it might as well be.
Maybe he got the idea from the people playing cricket.
Either one, you're smoking a cigar while doing a physical activity. You're retarded. This is like, what are we even talking about here? And this is what I'm saying with this special. It's all a fucking fabricated joke. This whole thing, dude. Listen to this. Listen to this, guy. Mr. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Listen to this.
Now, I hit rock bottom in Hollywood, California. That is a bad place for rock bottom because everyone is mean to you there. Right? In Hollywood, my entire career, everybody in Hollywood's been like, you're not even famous. I've never heard of you. You're not famous. You're not even famous. You're not famous. I've never heard of you. You're not famous. You're not.
Yo, this is insufferable. Come on. Just last week, we were listening to this guy go, I don't have empathy for people who can't do stuff for themselves. They need to pull themselves. I'm a pull yourself up by your bootstraps kind of guy. Then I throw a GoFundMe to help me move to Austin. I'm writing jokes in my comedy special about how everyone in Hollywood's so mean to me. As if that's going to make us nicer to you. If that's going to make anyone in Hollywood nicer to you.
Your whole mannerisms while you're whining about it.
I know, right? And you said it like, he said that shit like 9 times.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? You know that? You get what I'm saying? This is like, even he can't even live up to his own expectations. This is what I'm saying here. This special, I think, came out in like 2024, the latest. What is it, actually? Let's see. When did this come out? A year ago. So 2025, this came out. You can't even keep up with yourself within a year's time. You can't even stay the same guy within a year's time. You're going from a pussy to now you're the hardest, most right-wing guy ever. And to be puss like this, and you were just smoking the stogie. What happened? You went from smoking the stogie to this? I don't know about that, my friend. I do not know about that. Now, listen, we're about to get hit with another nice fat lie from Jeff Dyve.
Not even famous, right? And then I have one bad day, and it's like, famous comedian crashes car, fights cop. I'm like, God damn it.
Famous comedian crashes car, fights cop. Now, that's not the lie. It's the famous part that's the lie. You get what I'm saying? He did crash a car. He did fight a cop. These are all things Jeff Dye did, right? He did not, however, have an article written about him in People magazine where they used the word famous at all. And it's funny because even during that little swipe session, it was Stuff magazine, right?
Yeah. Is
That
that even a real thing?
the Stuff magazine, the fake Stuff magazine, was the actual People magazine article.
Right.
He actually used the actual article, and I happen to have it right here. Says clear as day. Only says comedian Jeff Dye. There's no famous comedian Jeff Dye charged with DUI. And it's nice. Look, they even did the stuff just like People. They made it blue and they had like the same font. They go Stuff magazine. Imagine you go into anywhere and you see Stuff magazine and it's not a porn. Like, you know what I mean? I would just kill me. Comedian Jeff Dye charged with DUI, fleeing the scene of an accident after crashing into a tree. I don't see the word famous anywhere. And now, here's where you guys are going to be like, no, get into the article. I don't have to. Trust me. I'm going to let Jeff's ex-girlfriend, who was involved in that whole situation, I'm going to let her talk it all out for you guys. This is nothing new. You know what I mean? We're going to play that just in case anyone there hasn't seen it, hasn't heard these stories. We're doing a deep dive, okay? A deep Jeff dive. You understand? We're doing a deep Jeff dive tonight. This is the point. We're going to get into all of this stuff. We're going to rehash all of it. I want to see where it all culminated from, you know? Where did this all start? Cuz this special came out after the DUI, obviously, right? He even started it with going, I'm a year sober, and then everyone claps. He goes, don't worry, it was court ordered. As if it's the funniest thing in the fucking world. And look, we're not going to dive too into this special, but I want to jump into this. I think Jeff might be gay. The jokes that he makes, how sexist they are and stuff like that, it's like too much. This is
the whole time.
The whole time. I've never seen anyone... I mean, he's practically begging to come out of it. He's pounding from the inside of the closet with these kinds of jokes, going, somebody let me out. You know, will somebody else open the door for me? That's how I think Jeff Dye wants to do it. I think he would rather be outed than to come out himself, right?
Yeah.
You know, that way he can blame it on someone else. He can go, I would be still straight if they didn't fucking out me. You know, Jeff Dye, this fucking guy.
Sober Jeff's pretty fun too, though. You know, I actually remember what happened. It's pretty cool, you know. All right, I am single.
That right there is great. That kind of like sums up his special. Just that one little exchange right there. Sober Jeff's pretty cool too, right? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Silence from the crowd. Nobody's giving him shit.
Ladies. Yeah, all right, fellas.
What is that?
What the fuck
What
was
is
that? What are you, Jake Paul? Huh? This is Jake Paul? With the tongue? Remember during the Anthony Joshua fight, he was like, like fucking sticking his tongue out? What are you, gay?
Here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, that's a joke. I am straight. I'm regular. Yeah.
I'm regular, he says. Ain't no straight man ever said they were regular. I ain't never heard no gay man say. It sounds like this is like the 40-year-old virgin when he's talking about touching tits, and they go, wait a minute. You ain't never touched no tits before. You don't remember that scene? He's like, how did the tits feel? He goes, oh, you know, they were like bags of sand. And they're like, wait a minute, dude. You're a virgin, ain't you? Like, they busted him right away.
Bags of sand.
This guy goes, I'm straight. I'm regular. You might as well say bags of sand right here. You ain't never been regular a day in your life. You say some shit like that.
He's one of these old school guys who likes ladies, you know? Vintage. Not a lot of us popping around anymore. I live in L.A. They're like, ew, straight man.
Yeah, he does it
I'm
again.
not binary. Just put it in my mouth, you know? Old school. Just puss for this guy. One of these old cowboys that just bangs ladies.
Oh, he said it. He said the name of the special is The Last Cowboy in L.A., and he said it. Oh, my God. Look at that. This is like when I say this all the time. This is like when they say the name of the movie in the movie.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. You're watching Deep Impact and like some guy goes, this is going to be a deep impact. And you're like, oh shit. I love it. Face Off. Someone says Face Off. I go, woo! You know, I love that kind of shit.
Yeah. Like 10 years from now, I'm going to be against the law, I'm pretty sure. At least in LA, they're going to be like, what? He only has sex with women? What a bigot! You're like, I'm sorry. You fuck everybody. I'm like, I can't.
Dude, this is worse than Louis J. Gomez. This is dog whistling like a motherfucker, boy.
Yeah.
It's like he's trying to like get puss by doing the jokes, but it makes him sound so gay. It makes him sound like someone trying to cover his tracks.
So hard.
It's like crazy right now. You have to calm down, Jeff. It ain't even that deep, dude. What, you gotta go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Go ahead, run to the bathroom. I'm gonna be running through these other fucking.
I just didn't want to miss that Jeff might be gay one.
Oh yeah, you can't miss the Jeff might be gay one. I mean, it all just gets so much worse. What other time codes do we have? Oh, we could almost jump into the DUI story, you know? Yeah, let's jump into the DUI story after this. I want to check this out. Look, so you guys, we just got done hearing all those sexist jokes. This guy might as well be covering up for his own gayness, right? And it gets to the point to where, like, even the ladies in the audience are just getting fed up with this kind of shit. Because he just nonstop harps on this kind of, like, sexism and all that kind of stuff. Really makes him seem like a disingenuous guy, right? You know? Kind of makes him seem like a sexist almost, if you ask me.
No, here's how dating apps work. If you don't know, here's how dating apps work. You make a profile, everyone else makes a profile, and if you're both interested, the app will match you. And then the women will just never talk to you at all.
Isn't that lovely? Isn't that crazy? A guy in the year 2025 is trying to explain to you, the audience, how dating apps work. Which is fucking rich to me because that's essentially how anyone is dating ever right now. If you're trying to date somebody by meeting someone like in a grocery store or something, you're a fucking psychopath. In my humble opinion. You know, I do say so myself. Because could you picture anyone walking up to you in a public place to try to hit on you? You'd mace them. You know,
Right.
you get what I'm saying?
Why are you talking to me?
It's all dating apps now. This idiot is trying to explain to the audience how dating apps work.
If you don't know, here's how dating apps work. You make a profile, everyone else makes a profile, and if you're both interested, the app will match you. And then the women will just never talk to you at all. That's how that works. The way we collected baseball cards as young men is the way grown women are collecting matches on dating apps. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to date you. They just want to go, look at all these guys I could have.
Dude, the tongue thing kills me
Yeah.
every time he does it. I go, Jeff, you have to get that thing cut out. You know what I mean? If we could just cut the tongue out, it would solve all this. He wouldn't be able to talk. He wouldn't be able to do any of that. You know what I mean? Problem solved. You'd never get hate online again. You won't be able to say anything. I like that idea. I do not like this joke, though. Like going into he sounds like an angry guy who can't get puss. You're supposed to be Hot Jeff. You know? Mr. Hot Jeff. My name is Jeff. You know? This guy. If you can't get puss, you can't be making jokes like this. It really, because he's kind of like blaming it all on women. He's like, they get a lot of matches. It's like they're being greedy or something. It's like, whoa, calm down, dude. Okay. Everyone knows how to.
Maybe you don't get anybody replying because you look like you're trying way too hard.
And you're an asshole. These girls probably know about him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a public enough figure, too.
That's
It's
what
not
I'm
like-
saying.
Yeah, they're like Googling, like, never mind.
Exactly. They Google this guy one time. They just go DUI. They look up on the subreddit. Jeff Dye's an asshole. They look at an old interview. They go, fuck this.
Well, he's going to have to meet people the creepy way in the grocery store.
In Erewhon. He does a whole fucking like 20-minute bit on Erewhon. The expensive.
But he calls it like Air One.
Yeah, he completely pronounces it wrong. I don't even live in LA and I pronounce it right. Erewhon. Now let's listen to Jeff talk about how women don't want to talk to him online.
It's trash.
It's trash. Now listen, he makes this joke, right? And then he goes, the women are trash when they have all these goddamn matches like that, right? As if he could get that many matches, he would not have that many matches. That's like every guy's dream is to open up fucking Tinder and it's like 10 fucking goddamn matches. They go, I literally have my pick. This is great. You know? You're just mad because it ain't happening to you. It's not that big of a deal, bro. It's a numbers game. Just play it. You know what I mean? We don't have to make jokes about it. We don't have to make crazy, insensitive, not funny jokes about it. You know, we can just live and let live. And that's it. But he pushes so hard on the sexism button. Listen, one of the girls in the audience goes, oh my God, like let it go. Like, listen, watch.
They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to date you. They just want to go, look at all these guys I could have. It's trash. If the women do talk to you, they're very mean to you about your opening line. I don't know what.
You hear the girl? She goes, oh my gosh, like fucking let it go. Like, not even a laugh. She's legitimately like, bro, can you give it a rest? Like, we get it. You're a fucking incel. Calm down. For someone as good looking as Jeff Dyve, you know what I mean? You sound like you get zero puss. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's like life ain't all about just banging as many chicks as you. It's awesome to do. Don't get me wrong. But, like, it's not all about that. You know? Jeff's making it sound like he sounds like that 5'2" pizza like guy in the pizzeria, that viral video where he's like, women fucking hate men that are short, and he's like getting in a fight with everyone. And the guy's like literally like 5'1", and he's like mad because he's like it's taken too long to get his bagels or something like that. And someone's like, "Yo, calm down." And he goes, "Oh yeah, like the women online tell me to calm down." Like it's no one's even talking about how women are talking short guys and shit, and he just brings it up. And this is exactly what Jeff sounds like. Okay, Jeff sounds like that midget guy. They go, your bagel will be ready in a minute. It's okay. Relax. He goes, oh, yeah, like the women tell me to relax online. They tell you if you're shorter than 6 feet, you should die. They say that online to the point to where they like yoke the guy up and drag him out the deli. The guy's freaking out that bad. He's like,
he must have just read those comments that morning.
Yo, the guy was sulking in it. And then he left that deli. And he went and he wrote this bit for Jeff Dyve. And then Jeff was like, I can take this on the road. This has legs. Lemon emoji. This has legs. Lemon emoji. You know? I love that girl. She goes, oh my God, dude, stop. That's bad. And you know,
she probably leaves. She has to leave in the middle.
Of course. And you know what's worse is like, it was obviously in such a shit spot that the editor couldn't even like edit it out. You know that because they film like multiple of these, like in like 3 nights in a row, where they might do 2 shows in a night and film both of them, so that they can play around with it in the edit. If you couldn't even chop that up to get that girl, you know what I mean? It was in such a bad.
Okay, so maybe Jeff Dyve, who doesn't seem to have any money, probably didn't have any back then either, didn't pay the extra fee to do that.
I could see that. He goes, yo, man, can you fix that one part? And the guy's like, now we're kind of going past the contracted hours. I'm going to have to charge you for that. Jeff's like, I don't know, man. I'm kind of broke.
Also, he might have just only had the one-time special.
That's true, too. What do you mean, this special?
Yeah. Like,
that is his only special.
Right, but that was his, but he just did it. This that one show that he was recording that one night.
Oh, I get what you're saying. So you think he might have done like a one and done?
Yeah.
You think Jeff Dyve thinks he's that good? He might. He might think he's that good.
As far as like recording it, he didn't do 2 shows in one night while he had the person.
No, I know what you're saying. I'm just busting your balls.
Okay.
I could see that. So now look, we got done checking out Jeff's DUI story, right? The People magazine. And I said I wasn't even going to get into the...
When the people who talked about Epstein or Holocaust revisionism or 9...
Hey, guys, I apologize. This is not... this is not a Nick Fuente episode. This is all, This is all Jeff Dyve, not Jeff Epstein. Sorry about that. I don't know where Nick Fuentes came from. But we talked a little bit about the People magazine article, right?
Yeah.
And we talked about that. I said, I'm not even going to read it. I'm going to let the girl who was involved talk all about it, right? So this is Kristin Cavallari, right? Or Cavallari? I don't know this bitch.
It wasn't she on like a reality show or something, right? Yeah.
Maybe like the OC or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so she's one of them.
I really want to look it up, but I think so.
This is Jeff Dye's ex-girlfriend.
Oh.
This girl, right?
Okay.
This is the girl that he was going to try to go on a date with when he crashed his car drunk and got the DUI. She's about to tell the whole story, but she doesn't name Jeff, right? They used this podcast in the fucking court hearing for Jeff as evidence against him to give him his DUI when he was trying to fight it. Is that not insane? And I know this to be true because there were articles talking about that incident, that it was being used in the court filings for it. Is that not crazy? She goes, I'm not going to name him. I don't want to, bring any smoke. I don't want to get anyone in trouble. She tells the whole story detail for detail. They go, this is obviously you. The timelines match up. You guys were obviously dating. She doesn't even do anything to try to like make it hard to, you know what I mean, to figure out. She just tells the story, says fuck him. Listen to this. This is good. This is like as good as girl gossip I could possibly get.
So, but this is before he's charged. So that means they just like, did they break up shortly after this or something?
So when she tells this story, in the story that she's telling, they were already broken up. So even here, they're well broken up. Like they had been broken up for a long ass time.
Okay.
But he got the DUI and all. But DUIs don't happen like, they don't just process overnight. Like you'll get a DUI, you might not even get sentenced until like a year later or something like that. You know what I mean? Depending on when the court is, if you extend it, if you try to fight it, whatever the situation may be. So it's not like you get arrested on a Tuesday, your license is suspended on a Friday. It's not like that. You know what I mean? So he could have got the DUI and they could have broken up after, but if she tells the story, they were already exes by the time the story's even being told. As a matter of fact, she talks about it. She says, he hit me up to hang out with me, and I reluctantly said yes because he was already her ex. But this is old news. I just want to talk about this to show you, to show any of the listeners who might not know about it. Red Bar covered this the second that he even sniffed to Jeff Dye. He goes, I'm going to find everything. He found this right away. So he covered it on his show. This is old shit. But I want to, again, share it with the audience in case anybody's missed it. This is the profile of Jeff Dye. This is the deep dive, okay?
Yeah.
That soundbite sucks ass. Wait. My name is Jeff.
So that's Saturday. Saturday's, pretty uneventful. But then, okay, Sunday. Sunday, I had agreed to go meet someone that I had dated for coffee. Actually,
oh my gosh, you guys, just wait for this.
Well, actually, let me back up. Saturday, when I'm making plans with X, we'll just call him X.
That's a good name for him.
Great name for him.
Because he's X'd out forever, I hope.
For fucking ever. So he's like, he's like, I want to see you. I can't believe you're in town for a week. Like, we have to see each other. Reluctantly, I'm going to be honest. I was like, all right, I'll get coffee with you. I'm like, how's Sunday morning? He's like, great. Where are you coming from? I said, I just got a new place in Beverly Hills, but I'll meet you anywhere because I'm a fucking dumbass. And I said, I'll meet you anywhere, thinking he would still come to me, right? This guy's been trying to hang out for like 2 years.
Or at least come close to
halfway.
you. Or say, can I pick you up?
Even halfway, right?
Yeah.
Well, he sends me an address for Burbank, and I'm like,
which is where he lives.
That's where he lives. Yeah. Which is like fucking 40 minutes from me. So I'm like, oh, God, like that should have been red flag number one. Like, don't go.
Why didn't you say no at that point?
Because I'm too.
Because she's an idiot. She's a girl. I hate to break it to you, my friend. She was trying to get some dick. Like, that's the only. You don't, to get closure? You want to drive 40 minutes out to have coffee with someone you reluctantly want to see to get what? To have a nice chat? You want some dick. You want to rekindle this goddamn thing, in my opinion. Right? Let's not lie now.
fucking nice.
You're not too nice. That's not it. You just were like, whatever, I'll go.
You're not too nice.
Because I
You're
would
an
be like,
idiot. is what he
Burbank,
should've said.
suck a dick.
I
I'll see you
know.
in West Hollywood.
I
or like,
know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know, honestly. I was just, and I was so mad. Remember, I think I sent you a voice note on the way there Sunday morning being like, I don't even want to fucking go. I'm driving to Burbank right now. Anyways, okay. I text him when I'm 2 minutes away. This is Sunday now at 8:55. And I'm like, hey, I'm 2 minutes away. No response. Okay. I get to the coffee shop. I call him 9 a.m. I'm all, hey, I'm here.
But I think that we should explain to everyone, this is an ex from the past 3 years, since
Yes.
you've been newly single. It's not like an ex from your 20s.
Yes.
And before you saw him, I liked this guy, by the way. We all had so much fun together. It was a great person.
I bet he did
right
like
after
him.
your divorce. Such a fun guy.
Yes.
But it was one of those things like,
This guy was like, I thought he was hot as shit. I was ready to suck his dick when you brought him over here. We all loved him. For real. There was one time I sat on his lap. This guy really fucking sucks ass. I don't know who he is.
Me neither.
He needs to go, though.
so much time had passed. I was like, Kristin, why are you going? What is the point of this? Why stir this up again?
I know.
And you were just kind of, I still to this point don't know why you were going.
I'll tell you why, because I don't know.
She wanted to fuck him.
What?
What? She wanted to fuck him again. I don't understand what's so hard to understand about this.
She don't want to say that.
Yeah, but it's why not? Who gives a fuck? Just say it. The story she told before this was how she had a one-night stand with some rugby player who fucked the shit out of her, had thick thighs the whole night. What, are you scared now? It's because of who the guy is. You understand? It's not if it was a rugby player that nobody knew, she'd go, his name was Mike.
Well, also, you've already described him so much. All you have to do is Google her and figure it out.
Yeah, right? Kristin Cavallari, ex-boyfriend, Burbank, California.
Yeah.
Bingo, you got him. That's it. That's all you have to do. Comedian Jeff Dyve. Location, Burbank, California. Comedy career, right? It's all right there. She does nothing to cover these tracks, which I love. I'm all for it. Yeah, go ahead.
No, she calls him X.
Oh, okay. She covers his name. That's about it.
Just everything's fun. I'll do anything.
Yeah. I'm just fuck it. I'll meet him for coffee.
I'll drive to
Whatever.
Burbank and have a coffee.
Oh, well, honestly, I'm kind of glad I did because now I have the best fucking story. Okay, so I call him at 9 a.m. and I'm like, hey, I'm here. He answers all disheveled, oh my God, my alarm didn't go off. I'm coming.
No,
Yes.
my alarm didn't go
My
off.
alarm didn't go off. And
First of all, it's 9 o'clock and you're an adult.
he's 40 years
And
old.
you're going to meet coffee with a woman that you want to be with.
Bro, she is giving him, she goes, he's 40 years old. He has brown eyes, a comb over haircut. He weighs approximately 180 pounds. He's 5'9", might be 6'1". She goes, he has a tattoo. She's naming every single fucking thing but his goddamn name.
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny. My alarm didn't go off, he says. The only time that happens is when you don't set it. You get what I mean here? This is people, I love that excuse. My alarm didn't go off. You either didn't turn it on or your phone died. Is that what you're telling me? My alarm didn't go off. People really think that everyone's retarded. And I could see that for Jeff.
You do better just to say I slept through my alarm.
I got drunk last night. I can't make it. I have to get an Uber. So anything, man. What are you doing?
So bad.
Yeah.
I would be there 1 hour early and clean the coffee shop for them. I'd set up the environment. Oh my God, okay, keep going.
Okay,
Wow.
so then he texts me and he goes, I'll be there in 20 minutes. So I'm like,
So you're
fucking
sitting
hate
by
you.
yourself in Burbank waiting for someone that you don't necessarily want to see.
Yeah.
And they're dying to see you.
Yes.
That's where I'm just people need to get it the fuck
It's
together.
unbelievable. Okay, so I'm like, fuck you, I hate you. But all right, I'm waiting because I'm a fucking dipshit. So 20 minutes goes by and he walks in, okay? And he's a little ugh. And he's like, oh my God, sorry. I was up until 5:30, had friends over. We were drinking all night.
Just wait, you guys. Just wait for this story.
But already I'm like, okay, you're up till 5:30 and we're meeting for coffee at 9 a.m. Little aggressive. So I go, are you...
Little aggressive. That's what's so aggressive about that? That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Little aggressive. Is it? I don't know if I would take that as being aggressive necessarily.
I mean, I know that this story is about Jeff Dyve, but she's an idiot.
She also sucks. I do not advocate for this bitch at all. She is retarded as well. Her and Jeff should get married. They should have lots of kids. And then we should turn those kids into like wage slaves or something like, you know what I mean? Like make those kids do all the immigrant work when we kick all the immigrants out, you know?
So drunk, like reeked of alcohol, like the whole thing, right?
That's such a turn off.
And he was like,
Meanwhile, you're the same.
I'm all me too.
But this was like a clearer head morning now, right?
Yeah, I was sober at this point. That was my Saturday morning.
Okay.
I'm judging him when the day before I'm like doing the exact same thing. I wasn't driving going to coffee though. So I'm like, are you still drunk? And he's like, yeah, kind of. I'm like, whatever. Okay, fine. But I will say this. I was like, damn, he is hot. Because he is hot. Like in person, he's really hot.
And he's so fun. He's so easy to be around.
He's
Like
very
I
sweet.
get the connection.
Yeah.
Like he is a great guy.
You just said he sucks. This guy's gay as fuck. He's just like a typical girl. These are like the clav girls that hang around clavicular.
Yeah.
He goes, you're all worthless pieces of shit. I'm going to ignore you all night, fuck you, and tell you to fuck off in the morning. They go, please marry me. Inject kids into me. They're doing backflips onto his dick. You know, these two will do anything for a little bit of dye. A little bit of that dye injection. You know? What the fuck? She goes, I will say he's a piece of shit. He made me wait for an hour and 20 minutes. He came in reeking like alcohol, looked like a total bum. The second I saw his face, I got so fucking wet. She goes, oh my God, it was crazy.
Easy to be
Yeah,
around.
he's
Like
very
I
sweet.
get the connection.
Yeah.
Like
Calm
he is
down.
a great guy.
But okay, so we order our coffee, and now we're standing there waiting for our coffee, just kind of shooting the shit. All of a sudden, a police officer walks in, and he comes up to us, and he goes, did you guys drive here? And I go, yeah. And he goes, did you guys drive together? By the way, like not saying.
Oh, she said his name, and she forgot to bleep it out. You can 100% read. No wonder they used this clip in the court. You can 100% read her lips. Look at that.
All of a sudden, a police officer walks in, and he comes up to us, and he goes, did you guys drive here? And I go, yeah. And he goes, did you guys drive together? By the way, like
Jeff.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
Jeff. Look at this. Look. By the way, Jeff. Look at this. Jeff. And I was right where the bleep is. That is so fucking. I mean, no wonder they used this in the court. As soon as he would have been like, what's that? Can we get a deaf guy in here real quick? I'd be like, what'd she just say? Tell me. Read her lips.
just kind of shooting the shit. All of a sudden, a police officer walks in, and he comes up to us, and he goes, did you guys drive here? And I go, yeah. And he goes, did you guys drive together? By the way, like not saying anything.
Look at where they
What
put
was
the
that?
blur.
What was that?
Dude, where they put the blur is so fucking funny, dude.
Did they do that on purpose or just laziness?
I hope so, dude. The fact that happened like 10 seconds, she clearly edited this herself. Clearly.
And he comes up to us and he goes, did you guys drive here? And I go, yeah. And he goes, did you guys drive together? By the way, like not saying.
Look at the blur. She goes, when she says the word not, and it doesn't even cover her full mouth. What the fuck? Dude, this is hilarious. This is so fucking funny, bro. This is so fucking funny, dude. I can't even. The bleep. Oh my God. That is hilarious.
Saying anything. So I'm standing there like, no, we didn't drive.
We got to, she's saying that Jeff is not saying anything. He's just sitting there, quiet as shit, probably sweating his balls off, reeking
For sure.
of alcohol, reeking of booze, dude. It has to be pouring out of his fucking pores right now. Like dripping, dude.
Together. Okay, so he pulls out of the coffee shop.
The bleep happens again in the wrong spot. This is so fucking funny, dude. I can't take this that it is actually edited like this. This is so fucking hilarious.
Look at her candle name.
What does it say?
Campfire Cowboy.
Campfire, the last cowboy in LA, dude. Oh Oh, that is so fucking good. This is top notch. This is top tier.
Drive together. Okay, so he pulls out of the coffee shop.
Dude,
By the
the
way,
blur.
it's all windows. So everyone in the coffee shop plus
So you're
me,
sitting at your.
we're standing waiting for our coffee. We haven't even sat yet.
Oh my
we're like standing up. Okay, so they pull him out, and then I can see the cop patting him down. Next thing you know, the handcuffs go on. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I go outside. As I walk outside, 2 more cops pull up. Now there's 3 police officers. We're standing on like the busiest street in Burbank, okay? And fucking
my God.
handcuffed.
The blurs again, dude. These are fucking so funny, dude. They're like literally not even over her mouth. She does no keyframing. Keyframing in editing is like, you can go, okay, if this is happening at 1 minute and 10 seconds, I want to put a dot here, right? It's like a marker on the timeline. And you go, and then at 1 minute and 20 seconds, I'm going to put another marker, right? And in between, I'm going to move from one spot to the other in between those times, right? So that it would move, like during the 10 seconds, the blur would move like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't even do that. She literally leaves it in one spot. It's like covering her nose because she's like moving her head while she's talking and shit.
We're standing on like the busiest street in Burbank, okay? And
Oh my God.
Look at where, now it's covering her mouth, right?
Now it's done.
Starts on her neck. It starts all on her goddamn neck. Look at this. Boop. And the beep happened, what, 15 seconds back? You know? I can't get over this. These blurs are killing me. This is hilarious.
My God.
handcuffed. So the only thing saying is that because they're asking him questions and he's like not wanting to answer stuff, but he's like, well, now I'm embarrassed because, you know, she's here watching all of this, like all this shit, right?
I'm not even kidding. If I remember correctly, they leave it like this with this overlay for the rest of the whole fucking show. If I'm not mistaken, look, hover over the timeline. Let's see. The rest of the entire show, they blur it out like this.
Why?
Who does this? Probably because she realizes, she goes, it's way too hard to edit these bleeps in. I have zero idea what I'm even doing. What is this? Final Cut Pro? Is this iMovie? I don't even know how to work this goddamn thing. She goes, just blur it. Please. Just do the whole thing.
Okay.
That way she just goes beep and that's it. She puts this over, right? And then she forgets to put the bleeps in. She goes, Jeff is doing all this stuff and she just thinks that this just solves the whole problem.
Yep.
So they put him in the back of the cop car now. And I'm going, what is going on?
You're watching someone get arrested.
Literally get, and by the way,
Like, this isn't
Oh my
normal.
gosh.
I would start crying.
Sunday at 9:30 in the morning. And by the way, the entire coffee shop is watching this go on, okay? So I go, can you guys tell me what is going on? And one of the police officers goes, there was a report of a hit and run down the street, and he matches the description of the guy. So I'm going, what? A hit and run? I'm like, oh my God.
So he hit and ran, and then he came to the coffee shop and pretended nothing happened.
Nonchalant.
Did
Psych.
he hit a person?
No, he hit a tree. They're going to talk about it in a second. She's going to tell you exactly what happened. Listen to this. This is nuts. So now think about it. If he hit the tree, right? And then got in his car and left and just was like, fuck this, I'm out, right? That would be one thing. It's still a little crazy, right? At least skip the coffee. You go, my car is fucked up. I just got in an accident. We'll have to reschedule. I apologize. You know, you get that taken care of, right? But that would still be nuts to just show up, car blasted to shit because you just fucked up a tree, right? You're wasted as shit. That's nuts, right?
That's like something out of a movie.
It's crazier than that. It's actually crazier than that. Listen to this.
That is
Walked
so
in.
crazy.
Just walked in like another day. Like, what? So he's in the back of the cop car now. So I go, I'm going to leave. I said, can I just say goodbye to him? They rolled down the window like an inch. I go, I'm leaving. And he goes, bye. But still, like, this is just like
Not like I'm mortified. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so sorry, Kristen.
No.
Like, this is normal.
this is just another
Like,
day.
okay, I'll talk to you.
Now, this is where Ben should be stepping in and going, he's a sociopath.
Yeah.
He has no empathy. This is where this is appropriate. Not when he goes, I am in therapy because I'm like, you know, I don't feel bad for people on welfare. This is where you say this. Not that other time, Mr. fucking Lemon. You understand? Now I'm going to start acting like Ben Avery. I'm going to get a cane in here. fucking spotlight and shit. I'm going to go, it's done. Clip it.
Later.
All right, I'll catch up later.
Grab me a latte.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
So
That is hilarious though. For him to he rolls down the window. She goes, "I'm leaving." He goes, "See ya." Just puts his head back down.
I mean,
Goodbye. Puts his head down. Goes, we're done here, right? Like, there's no way I'm getting pussy now, right? All right. Well, it was nice knowing you. Like, shuts down.
book it. I'm like, I'm getting out of here. Now I'm voice noting you. I'm voice noting the girls. I'm like, holy shit. And everyone is like, well, he's going to be in jail all night.
And when you tell me this story, in my mind, it's so crazy. I'm like, what the hell, blah, blah, whatever. But I'm thinking like a little like bumper, like he like tapped someone, right? So I'm thinking like, oh, like he tapped someone.
Here it
someone
is. Listen to this.
The cops came and found him. So we're thinking it's really something
pretty
simple,
benign,
which
especially
is
with
still
how
weird.
he's behaving.
Exactly. Why wouldn't you walk and be like, holy crap, I just like bumped into a car. I'm gonna go write a note after this. Like that should be like your lead in. Like talk about that. Also, you could blame that on why you're late. Hello, I just hit a car. I hit a car. I'm so sorry.
I can't.
He says none of this. So
Nothing.
like that's a liar. That's a scary liar.
That shit behavior. Okay, so everyone's like, well, you're not going to hear from him for like a day. They're going to keep him in jail. So I'm like, damn, I'm not going to know the full story for a long time. But okay, great. That's my Sunday morning. So back to Kyle, okay, my Aussie. So we're still texting, and it's getting like, I'm starting to be like, this guy is fucking nuts, right? Literally, if I wouldn't respond right away, I would come back to my phone and have missed.
So I think this is Aussie Man, right?
We'll probably do that if I met you out one
I
night.
love
Like,
you.
I feel like I did. The shift is that after you guys hooked up and he says he didn't know who you were, he Googled you.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure we were completely done with Jeff. She doesn't explain it.
Okay.
I'll explain it. He hits a tree. He leaves the car. Literally, like as if he's like in a movie and he goes, there's no way I can miss this deadline. I have to catch my flight. He hits a tree, leaves the fucking car there, and just goes on the date. Runs down fucking some street to
So
get to
clearly
this.
it wasn't very far from the coffee
to get
shop.
to this coffee shop, books it, hauls ass. This is why she said he ran in and was disheveled. This asshole is now sweating his ass off, vodka pouring out of every orifice of his body, right? He's wasted his shit. He's been up since 5 in the fucking morning. He crashes his car into a tree. Now he has vertigo, a concussion. He's wasted. He's hungover. He's running down the street like fucking Running Man, trying to get to this fucking goddamn coffee date. By the time he gets there, he's probably his fucking shirt, like his necktie is all like, not necktie, the collar of his shirt is all dingy and worn. He has like the sweat ring coming down his chest. You know what I mean? Shit like that. And then the cops come and arrest him. And when you look into the article, it says that he fought them. He like was like struggling with them and shit like that during the goddamn altercation. He ended up getting resisting and shit like that on top of all of it.
He was real drunk.
Yo, Jeff Dyve is the fucking man. Like, I hear this story like this, I go, this is the coolest fucking guy I've ever seen. You fucking kidding me? So now check this out. We got more Jeff Dyve. I'm going to warn you guys. I don't know if I said this at the top of the episode, but this might end up being a two-parter. This might have to be a two-parter because we have a lot of Jeff Dyve, and I want to get through all of it. I just want to make sure that I'm clear about this now if I didn't say it in the beginning of the episode because I really don't think I did.
You did not.
Okay.
Don't give a fuck, nigga. I just might go to the side. Give me a sack of my bag. Nigga running up on me is a mistake. Yeah, I'm coming, nigga, fucking up the vibes. Twice, and I ain't got no time to be wasted. I'm crazy, nigga, sitting in my bag. Nigga running up on me is a mistake. Get the fuck out of my way. Don't give a fuck, nigga. I just go to the side. Give me a sack of my bag. Nigga running up on me